Right. So it's a spinoff. Look at, I mean, I don't know if they were looking to cast the show. I imagine that Monique's team pitch this like we're going to anchor this around the famous, football star Chris
Yes.
Samuels and the famous housewife Monique. And look, to be on Housewives, have a horrible experience, and now be like, we're going to cast you in a show that's about your life and love and your children. And the goal is not, it's drama, but it's not really drama. I mean, it is going to be drama, but it's different. I mean, I'm sure Monique is like, I really think they pitched this. I think they pitched this.
I could see that.
And Owen is like, this fits in. And we're not looking to do this show. We're not looking to do this show in DC or Potomac. Fuck that. That's not on our agenda. But wait, we have Monique and Chris. Well, why not greenlight it? If it fails, we'll cancel the whole damn thing. But we have, a housewife and a football star here in front of us. And Monique, I think Monique then cast the show, worked with it. She didn't have the final say, but I think she's bringing them in.
Yes,
it makes
I
sense.
do too.
It makes sense to me that this is going forward. And that's why it's like, don't ever count people out, guys,
Never.
Don't ever count people out.
I'll be curious. I'll be watching the show. I'm actually curious to see them all together because I agree with everything that you just said. I think the interesting part that also happened for Monique this weekend, I'm not sure why, like I need to text her actually. She is part of a new radio morning show in DC that launched. And I was really, I'm like, and it looks like they're actually 6 to 10 a.m. They're live. And I'm like, why is she getting up at 4 a.m? I know, or 5. I'm like, she put on her Instagram this week. Oh yes, it's 22222, whatever, 22222. I added yet another job to my plate. I'm so honored to announce the Good Morning Show every morning. I'm like, girl, why? Maybe you do 2 days a week, but why are you doing every morning 6 to 10 a.m. on WPGC? The DNA of the DMV. Check us out.
Look, I mean, is she doing this in her house? I mean, not that that matters. I mean, you still get up at a studio.
Mr. Yontef, Mr. Behind the Velvet Rope. She posted a video in I cannot believe, because I cannot believe radio has a nickel left. I mean, what are they paying her to do this? I need to speak to her because I don't know. Why?
Here's the deal. You have to respect her for like wanting to like get up and work, right? I mean, she doesn't really need to, right? Like she wants a job in this business. She does, because she has the YouTube channel, which I imagine does well. I mean, so yeah, 4:30 in the morning. I think
we got to get her on. I will say my dear friend Guy Lambert is also on it, who I absolutely love, who's been in radio a long time. Very, very nice human being in real life. And I work with him in TV. He's awesome. So he's one of her co-hosts. Maybe I'll hit him up too. I mean, I don't know. I guess I've done that grind. So you'd have to pay me so much money to get up. I mean, the amount of show prep you have to do. Really? I mean, at 4 a.m. Well, I mean, if you want your show.
Do they have to like, but I mean, she has a bunch of colleagues, right? Like how many of them is there on the radio? 5?
There's 5 of them on the show. Jason Weem comedy, Todd B radio.
No clue.
I know.
I don't know. Look, good for her. She's filming a new reality show. And so look, best of luck to Monique. We'll have her back. I like Monique and
we love her. I want to know the details. I want to know why. But I want to be, I love Monique of all people. I want to be supportive, but I guess I'm bringing my personal bias to it, which is you couldn't pay me enough. Like, old school radio to get up at, go on.
Here's the real question I have for you.
Okay, ask away.
I mean, my ADD is kicking in now. Since you were here last and we chatted about Summerhouse and you told me that you didn't understand who Amanda and Kyle were and blah, blah, blah. And why is it such a big deal that Carl and Lindsay are together? And don't lie, Sarah, because I know when people lie. Have you watched 1 second of Summerhouse since your assignment to watch last? I did.
No.
Thank you for your honesty. I'm not in
trouble.
Well, I'm gonna break this to you because I haven't even. I wanted to start you out slow.
Okay.
There is a new series. It's 1 season already, and it involves 50. No, I would say 70. No, actually, 100% of the people, like it involves people from Summerhouse plus Craig plus Austin from Southern Charm. And it is called Winter House.
Oh
now,
my God. Okay.
Winter House has already aired. This is already aired, but season 2, they're in Stowe, Vermont. It's cut. It's Amanda. Carl wasn't there last year because he was dealing with sobriety. I bet you he'll be there this year. It was Lindsay. And then you had, that's how Paige and Craig met in the Winter House. You see, when you have Andrea with the abs crying over Paige, that's where they met, in the Winter House. So take Summer House, take the shorts and the shirts and put the shirts on, put some parkas on. You head up to Stowe, Vermont. Not everyone from Summer House, but most of Summer House plus Craig plus Austin. Oh yeah, Austin.
I love Austin. I love them all.
So guess what?
What?
Effective immediately, ASAP, right now, as of today, they are filming Winter House season 2. The kids are headed to Stowe, Vermont. So I'm sorry that you didn't gel with Summer House. Give Winter House a chance. It feels a little different. The parties are bigger. Having Craig and Austin there full time is a whole different dynamic.
They're a trip. Yeah, they're a trip. Well, no, and I really like Summer House. I think I said to you, I'm just always trying to prioritize what shows to watch. And I do a lot of TLC recaps on my own Sarah Fraser Show podcast. So I'm currently watching 1,000 Pound Friends, which is 4 friends that weigh over 1,000 pounds.
Really?
And are on a journey. Yeah. I mean, it's hysterical. And one of them talks about sex all the time. And the others, like one of the women is really bothered by it. And, then the woman that talks about sex all the time, they went on a camping trip and she streaked and they were furious at her because she's like 43 years old. She shouldn't be streaking. It's like kind of, so I have to watch. So I actually loved Summer House. And I was like, I can see how people get into this. I'm just trying to prioritize what shows you and I like want to talk about. I'm all caught up in Jersey now, which I think is really good. I'm loving it. And Salt Lake. I can't wait for the Salt Lake reunion. I'm hanging on for every thread.
Any highlights of Jersey? Anything anything keeping you up at night over Jersey?
How do you feel about the integration and the continued integration of Teresa's daughters? Like, I know that they're I feel like Teresa is setting up her daughters like Lisa Rinna, which is very smart. I would do this with my own child, I'm sure.
Put the kids to work, baby. Put the kids to work.
Do you like Gia? Do you like her in the mix? I'm not sure.
I like it.
You do.
I do. I feel like, sometimes it's kind of like when you exist and you're on all those dating apps and you date all these people. And one day you wake up. Now, this doesn't work for me. So this is never going to work for me. But for a lot of people, you wake up and right there under your nose was your best friend. And then you realize after 6 years of dating losers, you want to fuck your best friend. And then you do fuck your best friend. And then you're like fucking in love and you get married and you're like, I'm married. Listen, that's what happened with Carl and Lindsay.